Hi Cougars! In this video I'm going to show you how I would like for you to complete the place value detective packet that I've assigned you. So as with all assignments, the first thing that you're going to want to do is click on the link to the document. Once you're looking at the assignment, you're going to make a copy of it that will be stored on your Google Drive. So we go to File, go down to Make a Copy, click Entire Presentation. Then we're going to rename it. We're going to get rid of this copy of. We're just going to leave it as place value detectives dash your full name. So I'm going to put my full name, Nikki Aguilar. And then I'm going to click OK. You should now have a copy of the document that you can work on from your own Google Drive. Once you have a copy of the document or assignment on your Google Drive, you'll want to start working on it. The first thing we're going to do is zoom in so that we can read the slides. So we're going to go here to zoom in. That's better. Okay, so place value detective agency. Good day, detectives. Are you ready for your mission? Have you gathered your spy gear? Magnifying glass? Check. Sleuth hat? Check. Notebook? Check. All systems ready? Let's solve this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start our own detective agencies. We're going to solve crimes, solve mysteries, and we're going to do it using math. So what we're going to do is fill in all the relevant information. So this is going to be Nikki Aguilar's detective agency. And I might want to make that a little bit bigger. So here I'm just going to increase the font size right there. I'm going to highlight my text and increase the font size so that I can read it a little bit better. And I might even zoom in just a bit more. So I'm going to zoom in, right? All right, so then I can scroll around and read all of this. Okay, so let's go down. Crime fighting detective working motto. Okay, what do I want my motto to be? We fight crime. We solve mysteries. And we have fun learning while we do it. Oops, do it. There we go. And that's my detective agency's motto, right? That's my working motto. Okay, so let's keep going. What is your experience solving mysteries? Let's see. I can always find the loose sock that falls out of the dryer. I'm good at that. So that's my detective experience. That's my experience as a detective. As I can always find the missing socks, right? So everybody has a little bit of experience. Just go ahead and list any mystery that you may have solved in your past, right? It's just a little bit of fun way to start it out, right? Okay, so official PVD, official place value detective badge, right? So we're going to look at the directions here. It says follow the directions to fill out your official place value detective agency badge. You will need an alternate identity to keep yourself safe, so compute carefully. Okay, create your detective code name. Use the numbers in your home address. Each number is code for the letters place in the alphabet. Example, if you lived at house number 858, you would be Detective He, because H is the 8th letter of the alphabet and E is the 5th letter. If you have a 0 in your address, use the letter Z. You may rearrange your letters if you desire additional security. Okay, so the numbers in my home address. Okay, so my home address, well, the numbers in my home address would be 1290, right? So, okay, 1, that's going to be an A, so A, and 2, that's going to be a B, because B is the 2nd letter in the alphabet, and then 9, let's see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G-H-I, so it's going to be I. And then 0 is a Z, right? So 1290, that's my house number. So the next letter is going to be a Z, right? So Z. So my detective code name, oops, didn't mean to move that. I'm going to highlight all of this. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger by increasing the text, the font size. So my detective name is Abiz, Detective Abiz. So that's my protective identity, right? Okay, my security access code. Let's look and see what we have to do for our security access code. Your security access code is as follows. The digit in the ones place is your grade level. Oh my goodness, what grade level? I'm just going to pretend I'm in 5th grade just to make this a little bit easier on myself. If I had to calculate what grade level I was in right now. Oh boy. Okay. All right, so the digit in the ones place is your grade level. I'm going to say 5th grade, right? So we have a 5. Okay, that's in the ones place. The digit in the tens place is the number of siblings you have. I have 2 siblings, so in the tens place is going to be a 2. And the digit in the hundreds place is going to be the hour you awoke today. So that's going to be, I awoke at 7 a.m. today. So the digit in the hundreds place is going to be the hour that I woke up in. So I woke up at 7. And so that's going to be the digit in the hundreds place. The digit in the thousands place is 7 if you're a boy and 9 if not. So I'm going to put a 9 in here in the thousands place. Oops. I'm going to click into here and put a 9 there, right? Okay, so my security access code is 9725. What's my birthday? Okay, figure your, oops, oopsie daisy, let me find my place again. Okay, figure your, darn, let me zoom out a little bit so I can see just a bit better. Okay, here we go. Zoom in again. Figure your fictitious date of birth. Okay, your birth month is 3 more than the digit in the tens place of your security access code. Okay, we have to go look at our security access code. 3 more than the digit in the tens place. Okay, so we're going to go look what's in the tens place over here in my security code. 2, a 2 is in the tens place, right? So 3 more than 2 is going to be 5. So my birth month is going to be month 5 or May. And then let's see what else. Your birthday is the number in the tens place of your real phone number if it were written out as a 7-digit number. Okay, the tens place of my phone number. Well, that would be a 9, right? Birthday is the number in the tens place of your real phone number. So the day, the birth date of my fictitious detective is going to be, oh, I already forgot. Let me look at that again. It's going to be, okay, so it's going to be a 9. I'm going to put a 9 in here. So that's the birthday of my fictitious detective. And the birth year, let's read what it says about the birth year. Your birth year has 1 in the thousands place, a 9 in the hundreds place, and the numbers in the tens and ones are your real birth date or your real birth date, the day of the month you were born. Okay, so birth year has a 1 in the thousands place, a 9 in the hundreds place, and the numbers in the 10 and ones place are your real birth date, the month you were born. Okay, so a 1 in the thousands place, 1, and then a 9 in the hundreds place, and then the month of my real birthday, well, I was born in August, so it's going to be 08, right? So the fictitious birthday of my, or the birth date of my fictitious detective is May 9th, 1908. Oh my gosh, he's so, that detective's so old. Oh my goodness. But you know, it's fictitious, so we're having fun with some numbers here. Okay, so that figures out our fictitious birthday for our fictitious detective. And it says, P.S. Choose your address carefully. It should be fake. Okay, I'll make it super fake. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to say my address. Oh, my address is 123 Fake Street. Okay, very fake address, right? And the last thing that we need to do here is photo identification. So I'm going to insert an image. Let's see if I still have that photo of myself on here. Yep, there it is. I'm going to click and drag it here. I'm going to resize it. So I'm going to zoom out and resize my photo and move it over here into my photo identification, resize it a little bit more. And there we have our fictitious detective official place value detective badge. Oh, and of course, I forgot to mention that if you do not have a photo of yourself on your Google Drive, you can always go to Insert, Image, and down at the bottom here of this list is a camera option, and you will be able to take a selfie on your Chromebook that you can insert into the Google Slide. So that's how you can, that's another easy way that you can insert a photo of yourself. Okay, now that we have our first page all filled out, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, it says here, setting up your top secret shop. Now that you have your official detective badge, you need to have all of the supplies and materials that a detective should have. You make one huge order to the spy shop, but parts of the order come back missing. Fill in all of the missing pieces of the order form below. So we have our item ordered, the cost number form, the cost in expanded form, the cost in word form, and rounded to the nearest tens. Okay, so here we see a confidential folder. The cost in number form was $58. In expanded form, it's 50 plus 8. This is it in word form, and this is it rounded to the nearest tens. So here we have some handcuffs. Okay, and the only piece of information that we have here is 99. So the cost number in the cost in number form, we're going to add the $sign here just like they did up here, and the cost in number form would be $99. The cost in expanded form would be 90 plus 9. Rounded to the nearest tens, well, that would round up all the way to 100. And I'll put a $sign in here just like they did above. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, we have sunglasses. The cost in expanded form is 70 plus 3. So 70 plus 3 is going to be 73. So we're going to put $73 in here. Written in word form would be 70 dash 3. And then rounded to the nearest tens, well, it's going to have to round down because 3 is definitely not, it's not 5 or above. So it's going to round down to $70. Oops. $70. There we go. Not 470. Okay. So here we have some binoculars. Binoculars are expensive. I can tell you that. So we would have in expanded form 238. In expanded form would be 200 plus 30 plus 8. And then in word form, that would be 230, 38. There we go. And rounded to the nearest tens. Okay, 8 is definitely 5 or above, so it's going to round up. So we're going to round this 10 up. So it's going to be $240. And so on. And that's how I would like for you to go and complete this assignment. Okay, let's take a look at the third slide, just so that I know that we're totally set to start this assignment here. Okay. The case of the jumbled gradebook. You're ready to go and you have your first case. Go get 'em. Someone's been fiddling with the numbers in your teacher's spelling test gradebook. Someone flipped many of the numbers around, and your teacher needs help putting them back in the right places. Use your place value skills to help her. Okay? Clues to cracking the case. Here is what your teacher knows. Help her redo her gradebook by making corrections in the blank table. If a change is made, write the number in a different color. If the number wasn't changed, write it in pencil. You know, don't worry about that. We're just going to correct. We're going to correct the gradebook, and we're going to put all the numbers in here, right? Okay, all of the numbers with an 8 in the ones place didn't change. They didn't change. Okay, so let's look for an 8 in the ones place. So nothing in the first row. Oh, we got something here. We have an 8 in the ones place here. So Myra's 4th grade did not change, and that's in 98. So we could look to Myra and number 4, and we're going to put in here 98. Okay, any other 8s in a ones place? Let's see. Oh, we have one here. David, his 4th test, 88. So 88 stays the same. Does not change if it's got if it's got an 8 in the ones place. Let's see if we have any other 8s in the ones place. Oh, we have one here. Jesse's 4th grade is also an 88. We've got Terry's 1st grade is a 68. And Jen's 2nd grade is a 98. Okay, so those are all of the numbers with an 8 in the ones place. So none of those changed. They all stayed the same, and we managed to fill in this much of the corrections chart, right? Okay, let's look at the next clue. All of the scores with a 5 and a 6 in the tens place, they stay the same. Okay, a 5 and a 6 in the tens place. So no 5, no 6 in the tens place. No 5, no 6 in the tens place. Oh, we have a 5 in the tens place here, right? So this grade did not change. Pat's 2nd grade did not change. So we have Pat's 2nd grade is 55. It's going to stay the same. 55 right there, right? Okay. Any other 5s or 6s in the tens place? We have a 6. Oh, we have 2 6s here in the tens place. We have a 68 and a 67. So the 68 already stayed the same. The 67 is Terry's 4th grade, so it's going to be a 67 here. Any more 5s or 6 in the tens place? No. No more. So we're done with that clue. Okay, let's move on to the next clue. All of the scores with a 7 in the tens place should actually be a 6. Okay, let's look for a 7 in the tens place. Here we have one right here. 7 in the tens place right there. So it actually should be a 6, okay? So if it's a 77, it's going to be a 67. That's Joey's 3rd grade. It's going to be a 67. Do we see any other 7s in the tens place? Right? Yeah, right here. David, his first test is a 76, right? But that 7 in the tens place should be a 6. So what should the number be? 66. David's first test is going to be a 66. Okay. Any other 7s in the tens place? Yes, another one here. So this should be 63. So we're going to enter 63 here. We've got another 7 right here. So this should be another 7 in the tens place. And this should be a 6 in the tens place, so we're going to put 66 for Jesse's first test. So Jesse's first test is going to be a 66. Okay, we have Jesse's 3rd test is a 72. That 7 in the tens place should be a 6. So we're going to make it a 62. See that here? The third test can be a 62, right? Any other 7s in the tens place? Yeah, one last one right here. 7 in the tens place, it needs to be a 6. So Terry's 2nd test is going to be a 61 instead of a 71. So Terry's 2nd test is going to be a 61 instead of a 71. And that's how you would continue on. Let's just do one more just so that I know that you have this all down, right? And I'm actually going to move this up a little bit so that all the numbers are in the right place. There we go. Okay. So all of we already did this one. So all of the scores with an 8 in the tens place stayed the same unless there was an odd number in the ones place. Then the tens place should have been a 6 instead. Okay. All right. So if there's an 8 in the tens place, the number is going to stay the same unless there's an odd number in the ones place. Okay, so let's look for an 8 in the tens place. We have an 8 in the tens place here. Is there an odd number in the ones place? Yeah, there's an odd number. 9 is an odd number, so there's an odd number in the ones place. So then the tens, unless there's an odd number in the ones place, then if there is an odd number in the ones place, the tens place should have been a 6 instead. So this 8 in the tens place should be a 6 instead. So we're going to put a 69 here for Joey's second test. Okay, let's look for another 8 in the tens place. None in the second row. Here's one in the third row. So David's second test is an 87. We have an 8 in the tens place, so it's going to stay the same unless there's an odd number in the ones place. Is there an odd number in the ones place here? Is 7 an odd number? Yes, it is. So this 8 needs to be a 6 instead. So we're going to change David's second grade from an 87 to a 67. And you would just continue doing that until you fill in all of the missing grades, all of the tampered with grades. And yeah, that's how we go about completing this assignment. Okay, Cougars, let's say that you're finished with the place value detectives assignment. I really don't expect you to finish it for another week or so after the first day that I assign it to you. But let's say that you are finished. Let's say that it's a week into the future now, and you need to remember how to submit the assignment. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the assignment page. You're going to click on Submit Assignment. And as with all other assignments, the way that I want you to submit this assignment is by going to your Google Drive option, and then from there, selecting from the list of documents in your Google Drive the name of the document that matches the assignment that we're working on, right? So we're working on place value detectives. So down here, from the list of your Google documents, you would look for place value detectives dash your full name, right? And then you would attach that to this assignment and you would submit it that way, okay? So that's how I would like for you to complete and submit your place value detectives packet assignment. If you have any questions, Cougars, please let me know. I'll be in my WebEx room all day except for break times. Thanks for watching.